Thank you very much. I'm honored to welcome you here today on behalf of our Premier and the province of New Brunswick, and it's nice to be able to get rid of the mask just for this short period while I'm giving this speech. I would like to take a moment to recognize our Lieutenant Governor, Her Honor Brenda Murphy, and Her Honor Linda Boyle, retired Senator Joe Day, my colleagues, the Honourable Jill Green, who was en route and should be here shortly, the Honourable Dominic Hardy, MLAs, Jeff Carr, Richard Ames, Ryan Cullens, and David Coon, our Mayor of New Maryland, Judy Wilson-Shee, and all of our men and women in uniform, both serving and retired. Thank you all for being here. Being minister responsible for military affairs is a responsibility that means a lot to me on a very personal level. Events that recognize and celebrate our military history are especially significant, as I grew up in a proud military family stationed here in Oromocto. I know firsthand what it means for a family when those we love choose to serve our country and the sacrifices that comes with that. However, at the same time, I consider myself very fortunate to have grown up surrounded by military traditions, ceremony, and history. Being part of a military family and community has given me a deep appreciation in the importance and pride of preserving that history and in helping to ensure that present and future generations understand and appreciate it the way I do. The work that Captain Kevin Anderson has done is truly inspiring, and I thank you for that. Not everyone has the same exposure to our military history, such as those who are raised in military families, which is why I believe the New Brunswick Aviation Museum is so important. While younger generations today are aware of Base Gagetown, they may not be aware that the city of Miramichi was once home to CFB Chatham. They may not know that many of the residents in Miramichi arrived here because they were stationed to the base and chose to remain after it closed. They may have never heard of the RCAF Golden Hawks, or they may not know that there were other bases in our province that played an important role in our country's military history. I also want to talk about another important aspect of the Aviation Museum. The museum is not only a place to learn about the past, it's also about providing a home to pieces of the past that may not have seen the light of day for quite some time, such as those important pieces of personal and shared history that have been stored away in people's basements or attics. For families trying to decide what to do with items such as uniforms, flying suits, jackets, helmets, documents, photos, and medals, the Aviation Museum will give them a home. As someone from a military family, I think that is something very special. In fact, someone from my office told me how a few years ago she was struggling to decide what to do with her uncle's Air Force medals that she inherited. She wanted to honor him, his memory, and his time spent in the Air Force at CFB Chatham. However, she wasn't sure how. Then she heard about Captain Anderson and his idea for the Aviation Museum. She contacted him and donated the medals and some photos of her uncle in uniform, knowing how they were going to a place that would honor her uncle and what he had done for our country. This museum is important in many, many ways, on a very personal level for some, and as a shared part of our history for all of us. You are creating something truly special, Captain Anderson. So thank you again, and thank you to everyone here today for being a part of this very special project. Thank you.